And welcome to part 2. Let's continue locating the Korean embassy. The embassy itself is made out of gray marble bricks, and it has a very small plaque that says something like People's Republic of South Korea Consulate General's Office. Now, I have heard horror stories, so I brought my passport, a copy of my birth certificate, 2 passport photos, my original university degree, and a note from my director in Korean with the visa number on it. You will definitely need to know your full college mailing address, your college phone number, your college website address, your school address in Korea, your Korean school's phone number, your phone number in Korea, and your apartment address in Korea. And for God's sakes, be polite, because these people can make your life very miserable. And if you have to fly back without your visa, your boss is not going to be happy. The embassy is open during standard business hours Monday through Friday, does E2 visa processing Thursday and Friday, and closes for lunch at 12 noon to 1:30 p.m. Don't show up at 11:59 a.m. and expect to get served. The embassy address itself is 125 Tun Jose Camacho Street, Tun spelled T-U-N, and it's in Tamuning, Guam. Their number is 671-647-6488 and 671-647-6489. The emergency number is 671-688-5886. I spoke to a Mr. Lee, first name Sung Moon. You need not remove your shoes inside the embassy. They wear shirts and ties there, and I arrived in 85-degree weather in a shirt, slacks, and my dress shoes. You personally need not do this really, but it would be best to dress like a professional. I've heard many stories where the embassy made teachers' lives difficult because they were disrespectful or they looked like trash, and they really didn't feel like allowing trash into their country. Americans have an interesting reputation in Korea, which I will go to at another time in another file in this program. I spoke as much Korean as I knew, which was extremely little, and I squinted and enunciated each syllable as if I had to reach deep into my memory to recall the words. And it showed that I was learning, that I did care enough to try, and they appreciated that. As you leave the embassy, heading back toward Fahrenholt Avenue, you will notice a scuba place across the street. They have the best deal with an introductory dive, followed by snorkeling for $70. You must be early. They dive at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 1 p.m. I didn't know which beach it was, so they drove me there. And I lucked out that particular time because the fact that I was late, I got an available instructor all to myself. They do have prescription goggles available, and they have size 13 fins. 2 things which I needed to function underwater. My school in Korea provided an SK Anycall cell phone, which worked in Guam in a limited way. In the airport it didn't work at all. Outside the airport, I had signal. I was able to receive text messages. I was able to send short text messages. If they're too long, it'll simply get cut off. And I was not able to make any outgoing phone calls whatsoever. But I was able to receive phone calls. By the way, the U.S. country code for South Korea is 82. In my time in Guam, I only saw 2 sets of payphones. There was a pair at the Micronesia Mall and one at the less popular beaches. So try to conduct all your business by phone at your hotel. I bought a prepaid phone card called Guam's Best Prepaid Phone Card, No Connection Fee Roaming Service, which has a number for Koreans to dial in order to make calls. But I didn't bother trying it as I didn't need to, and it was expensive enough receiving an international cellular call. The prices, other than the taxis, are higher but fairly reasonable considering that the annual tourists outnumber the residents by more than 6 to 1. Let's see. I seem to have lost my place. Regardless, always ask how much something is before you sit down to eat or buy something. I noticed there were several dogs that didn't appear to have any owners, especially in the country. They were totally harmless and just wanted to be fed and petted. Most ran away when I got anywhere near them. Sundown is known as mosquito hour around areas with water, especially inland. I had no problems on the coast, but I can't comment firsthand on any other areas. I came in March, and after a half hour of scuba diving and an hour of snorkeling, I was sunburned, so buy some local sunscreen and repellent because they won't allow fluids or gels to be transported by plane, especially planes coming from post 9/11 America. This may be an issue for contact lens wearers. That's something you're going to have to work out for yourself. Swimming in the Pacific Ocean is much, much different than swimming in Jones Beach off Long Island in New York, where I grew up. The undertow in the current can suck you right underwater and push you out to sea. I found this out from my scuba instructor, who said that the only thing you can do about it really is to take a deep breath and let the water take you. When it will let you back up a little further out, where the current is not so strong. If you swim somewhere that's populated with a lifeguard if possible. There are plenty of fast food restaurants common to the United States, as well as local ethnic restaurants. Not just the Chamorro, but there's some Jamaican places as well. The Jamaican restaurant in the Chamorro village was outstanding. I highly recommend it. 57% of Guam is native Chamorro people. Only one spoke less than fluent English that I met, and that was deep in the country. And you'll know them because they appear to be tan like someone from India. The Visitors Center, with all the maps and brochures that you could ever want, is on Pale San Vitores Road. Pale spelled P-A-L-E. And it's on the north side between the Hilton and the Pacific Islands Club, close to the airport. Contact me through YouTube and I can provide you with a digital file containing an image of my map. All the points that I've referenced here on YouTube are on the map, except for the new Marina Hotel and Cars Unlimited, the latter of which is somewhere on Marine Corps Drive, Route 1, going south from the airport. Please note that what you would normally see on a road atlas, a black shield that would normally mean a U.S. highway, in Guam is shown as a route number. And that looks like a green leaf which appears to have two parentheses that have met. Things do close, so call ahead to get hours and prices and what's included. Tolofofo Falls is an example. The park closes at 5 p.m., the last tour is at 4 p.m., and I don't know what time the last tour left the park. There are plenty of things to do: spas, parasailing, submarine tours, hiking, camping, skydiving, shopping, the native Chamorro village, bus tours, the Micronesia Mall, dolphin watching, water sports of every kind, World War II historical sites, and there's even a terribly overpriced gun range near Talofofo Falls. So enjoy. Many places give a military discount, as there's a strong military presence there. So if you have a military ID card, bring it with you even if you're off duty, on vacation, or not stationed there, and ask if a military discount is available wherever you go. I hope this has been enlightening, and I'll have more videos to come about Korea and other subjects.